figure out what is going to be your emotional release. So emotional releases, like जैसे आपका cooker has steam filling up. After a while, CT needs to go off. So if you feel that you're being troubled by past memories or just emotions that you don't know what to do with them, figure out in your daily life anything that will help you release. I feel very proud of myself, proud of my team. Have learned from the ups and downs, but I think I'm here to stay. Whether this field, blossoms me into already has blossomed me into multiple roles. Who knows what's next? I am somebody who never says never. Growth can happen, but at the moment, it's the point where whoever wants to see this change is actually going to have to make it themselves.
Welcome once again to the Indian Warrior Talk Show. We have a very special guest today. She is Shivani Agrawal. She is a registered clinical counselor in Canada, counseling psychologist in India, and a director of Wellness Center that works on mind and body through psychotherapy, fitness, and nutrition. She is also specialized in trauma, relationship, and life transitions. So, welcome Shivani ma'am to our show, and I hope this session is going to be very fruitful for all those who are going to watch it. Welcome once again to the Indian Warrior Talk Show.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. I'm so excited to be back because I remember हम लोगों ने I think कितने साल हो गए 2-3 साल पहले किया था एक, and that was during COVID. I remember. So hopefully this is also helpful. Thanks for bringing me back, and you're doing such a great job with the Indian Warrior talk show.
जो छोटी छोटी प्रॉब्लम्स लाइफ में आती हैं, so we have to face it very boldly and move ahead. And let's come to a little bit of your life, and हम आपसे समझते हैं. How did your journey of all these giving therapy sessions and healing sessions to the men and women across the world I have seen? Because we conducted our last session, you were in Canada, and right now you're in India, and next month hopefully you'll go back. So how has been your journey throughout about when you listen to those problems and all? So आप अपने थोड़े life के बारे में बताइए. We are so excited to hear.
Okay, thank you. I don't think I've ever talked about it like this before. So, I mean, if I think about 5 years, really, I didn't grow up thinking I'm gonna even be in the field of mental health. So it wasn't like I knew what I was doing back to back. I was just kind of chasing what felt right in the moment. आप अगर मेरे किसी friends से भी पूछोगे before I did my masters, they'd be like, wait, what? So because I've gotten that reaction also from people that now I've fully stepped into this, but at that time maybe they would see me doing other things as well. But when I found my master's degree, during that degree I had a very very phenomenal mentor, and जो मेरे program director थे, and the way that she talked about this field, the way that she was just her existence, I think that had a very big impact on me. And I started valuing myself more and the impact I have as an individual on the world a lot more. So those 2 years, those two training years were very pivotal because I worked a lot on myself, because you have to if you're going to get in this field, and then also on how people work, how our brain works. And I've always been a studious nerd in that sense. Work hard, play hard, but I loved learning more and more, and I was just fascinated. And you give me, who loves dopamine hits, something new. So that just kind of led me to it. And then uske baad, I've founded my practice. Initially, it was just me, of course, that's how everything starts. And luckily enough, because my background media mein bhi tha and little bit of marketing and all of that, I was able to create a private practice and also attract clients that were seeking services. And you just keep learning and growing and growing. So since then the following year, our team grew a little bit. COVID hit. When COVID hit, where most businesses were having a tough time, thank God that this business really flourished, because people saw the importance of working on their mental health a lot. So then we, got a lot of influx, and so the team grew even more a little bit. And the good thing is that in Canada, and a lot of other countries, actually, insurance companies, they cover your therapy. So people, when you don't have to always worry about where you're going to pay for it from. You can actually go after, look for the best practitioners and go get therapy. So I think, yeah, human nature, resilience. What I learned like about myself was also how to build a business, how to build, multiple things. Like how do you make build a business that makes money and it builds impact? Because sometimes people assume, okay, this is like a whole wellness thing, so they don't care about money, which is not true. So ultimately, if your therapist is living their best life, they will provide you the best service that will make you live your best life. So my goal with my team was always that we are going to take care of ourselves first, and then of course that shows in our work, and we'll keep training and we'll keep growing. Then when I moved back to India, because my heart was always here, and I kept coming back, and people over there were like, again you're going back, again you're going back. Like, yeah, because I didn't move there thinking I'm going to live there forever. वो तो, luckily things happened the way they did. I learned a lot, not to say that, like, my experience there was absolutely, like, it was, I would say, tough and amazing at the same time. The way that I learned to train there, I'm very grateful for. Then this year I made a big move, kind of slowly back to India, and we started hiring therapists here. And that's when this like fiery side of me really came out. This protective, what I notice is I'm very protective about my clients and my practice and the work that we do, because I had a very big issue with, let's say, India not regulating this field, it not having, a very big ethical backing. Because over there, I had also by this time started teaching ethics, supervising, training other people for this. So when I came back, that's a big thing I noticed about myself, that I'm like, how am I going to practice in India? And it's got so much potential. So absolutely, this is where a lot of growth can happen. But at the moment, it's the point where whoever wants to see this change is actually going to have to make it themselves. So since then, I've been trying to get in touch with commissions and acts and this and that. We need an association, we need a council. आप मेरे social media पे भी देखोगे, there's a big, almost like a movement that we're trying to do to tell people कि ये actually में बड़ा problem है. Insurance नहीं cover करते because लाइसेंसेस नहीं होते हैं, लाइक काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट के, क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट इज डिफरेंट, बट काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट के नहीं होते हैं. इफ पीपल नीड क्वालिटी केयर, जो थेरेपी हम लोग दे रहे हैं लोगों को, so they need to make sure that their therapists are trained very well. They need to make sure that they follow ethics so that they are not harming the client more. Big thing about going to therapy is confidentiality. अगर मैं आपकी information लेके आपके घर वालों को call करके बता दूंगी, that's just more trauma from my side to you, right? So, lot of these hurdles. So I understood that, it really helped that side of me also, which is a big advocate, the political side of me that gets into it. And I really enjoy that. So right now where I am, when I look back, I feel very proud of myself, proud of my team. I have learned from the ups and downs, but I think I'm here to stay. Whether this field, blossoms me into, already has blossomed me into multiple roles. Who knows what's next? I'm somebody who never says never. So whether that takes me, I don't know. I really don't know what's coming next, but it's exciting. And I think I'm here to stay to see a lot of the changes through, because yeah, I feel confident that they will come about. Yeah. How does that sound?
And your journey has really been inspiring, and I think you proved that line that be the change you want to see in the world, right? So there is a very famous saying, be the change you want in the world. So first of all, we have to change ourselves, then only we can change others in that field or whatever the thing which we are doing. And and I think there is a urgent need of this regulation, which basically focuses on the mental health of everyone, and should be starting from the school, and then to the college students, and then to the professional life wherever the people are going. Hopefully very soon India will also incorporate these things everywhere, and people will not be suffering from all these problems which they have today.
Has been planted in the sense that I think the government recognizes. I don't know कि कितना टाइम लगेगा ये सब चीजें होने में. तो जैसे उन्होंने एक एक्ट पास करी कि हाँ, वी मस्ट रेगुलेट, बट अगेन एक्चुअलिटी में अभी तक कुछ नहीं हुआ है. बट आई थिंक इट विल हैपन, एंड आई थिंक मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो ऑलरेडी इस फील्ड में काम कर रहे हैं, एंड उनसे बात करने में से मुझे और ज्यादा इंस्पिरेशन मिली है, बिकॉज दे ऑल ऑल्सो वांट द सेम चेंज एंड दे आर ऑल ऑल्सो विलिंग टू वर्क टुवर्ड्स इट. तो so that's what gets me excited. Yeah. And what were you saying?
Let's hope for the best, and hopefully something will come up very soon, which will benefit everyone. So we are doing our sessions on the mental health, and how can we forget the audience who are
Yeah.
actually going to watch it. So we took the questions from them also, and I hope ma'am is ready to answer those questions. तो मैं shoot
Yeah.
करता हूँ मैम के सामने. So how to help men to let go of inner baggages, and what works best for them to actually let go?
I would say, I mean, again, like anybody's inner baggage, man, woman, other genders, like it's pretty much similar. But what can help men take steps towards doing that is um, really work on their own stigma of how they see themselves as an emotional being, because they do feel the same things everybody else feels. The world has not allowed them to verbally say that in front of other people, to bottle it inside. So I would say pick one person in your life. Whether a lot of the men, I hear from them that it's easier for them to share it with women than it is with other men, and maybe that's the case for you, maybe that's not. But pick one or two people, safe people, and start trying or start opening up. When you open up, they're going to also open up with you. When you open up to another man, he's also going to know next time he's in trouble, he can also open up to you. So I would say that start putting it out there, and you don't have to tell everybody everything if that makes you uncomfortable. You can just say that, hey, something's going on, come and sit with me. Small things like this. I'm not able to eat, I don't know why, let's go get a meal. So you can start almost like breaking down that wall and that barrier a little bit. And then eventually, yes, there are, if men get overwhelmed going to therapy with a woman, or with anybody else, you can choose the practitioner that is right for you. I would say go to therapy. I'm actually very, very proud of the men in the world that actually have gone to therapy, because there is a very big influx. There's a very big shift. And because that's for a lot of men, that is the one place that they are actually getting vulnerable, and nowhere in their life, including their mom, their wife, anybody else in their family, that they have actually been able to be themselves. So I do see a big shift already, but I would say if men truly do want to let go of that baggage, it's going to take a lot of reflection. Nobody else can do it for them. And even if you don't think that you need to, maybe look at the people around you and see how that impacts them. And that might push you to also look at yourself, and you'll live a happier life. So yeah, definitely seek resources, and you'll have to reflect on your own stigma before anything else. World ka stigma will end one day, but just start with yourself, and accept yourself as a vulnerable person, and then you'll end up making it a safe place for everyone else.
Yeah, I think we need to open up with our problems, whatever we have, and in case we are facing anything, we need to share with our colleagues and whatever the people we are living around, and be it our family, be it our friends or colleagues in the offices. So that is the, I think, best way to let go of the things and live happily. So the next question is related to the unpleasant events in the past, and the question is like how to cleanse the imprints and impressions of the past, unpleasant events, person or memories. So ma'am, sometimes it happens कि कुछ मेरे साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ लाइफ में पहले कुछ साल पहले, and अभी तक I have not been able to let go of those memories. So what are the things we can inculcate in our habits, और क्या क्या कर सकते हैं so that we don't उस baggage को लेकर के हम आगे नहीं चलते. So can you share something about that?
So on the surface, जो आपका रोज का daily life लग रहा है, you can figure out what is going to be your emotional release. So emotional releases, like जैसे आपका cooker है, cooker has steam filling up. After a while, CT needs to go off, right? उसके बिना, otherwise, like everything's gonna explode. So if you feel that you're being troubled by past memories or just emotions that you don't know what to do with them, figure out in your daily life anything that will help you release. Release is anything that will make your bring that emotional energy from inside to outside, whether it's through art, through music, through exercise, through like if you feel a lot of identifying, if you feel a lot of anger, you can pick up things like boxing, dancing. So again, like things that are very movement based. If there's other emotions, like you will have to figure out any sort of way to even let the CT off, so that some of the frustration and the everyday जो surface पे चल रहा है, that comes out. you will, if you actually do want to get rid of this, you will have to address kya hua tha and what emotions happened at that time and what process. What do I mean when I say process? Let's say किसी को at 5 years of age they went through something, and trauma doesn't have to be a big incident. Trauma can be um, people neglecting you, or you feeling like okay you're being left, or somebody talking to you in a loud voice consistently, unpredictability, एक दिन ये हो रहा है घर पे, एक दिन ये हो रहा है घर पे, लड़ाई होती है. These things you can't control, right? So trauma doesn't have to be big accident, big like abuse of any sort. It can be these everyday things. So अगर let's say आपके साथ ये सब repeatedly हुआ है, which 95% of us, nobody has a perfect home, right? It that shapes your personality. So let's say that happened to you when you were a kid. You suppress. बच्चों को क्या गोल होता है? To protect themselves. तो वो किसी भी वे में वो अपने आप को protect करते हैं. Whether it is suppressing the emotion. कई बच्चे as they grow up, they even forget that these things have happened. Technically, they didn't forget it. Their body got it so threatening that it suppressed it. So when you do grow up and you start feeling safe again, क्योंकि now you're an adult, आप अपना life जी रहे हो, आपको वो सब threats नहीं है अब. Once you start living your life, then that delayed emotion, it's called delayed emotion, to suddenly feeling all these things. Why am I so confused? It's because now your body feels safe enough to actually let go of a lot of those things जो आप दबा के रखे हो अपने अंदर. So when I mean process, in therapy, how the process is, you'll come in, with time, you feel safe enough to go back, not experience them fully as you would. That scares a lot of people off, but you become comfortable with some of the things that happen with a professional there. And there's a lot of ways to go about it, ताकि in today's date वो इतना fresh नहीं लगे या confusion ना हो. Then yes, of course, in your everyday life you can look at activities that will help you release. जैसे मैंने बोला, you can create a support circle around you कि whenever I'm troubled by these memories, I do this and this. So you are basically every day making a practice of giving yourself safety in moments when you feel safe. So those things, slowly you can incorporate in your life, and especially if past memories are troubling you, then you can learn to let go.
And the next question is how to navigate and negotiate emotions as you grow towards higher potential in life. So बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम पुरानी चीजों को लेके आगे बढ़ नहीं पाते हैं. हमारी मेंटल ट्रॉमा है या फिर जिस बैकग्राउंड से हम आते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो चीजें हमें दिमाग में पिंच करते हैं, नहीं मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मैं वो नहीं कर सकता. So what are some of the things आपको लगता है कि which will help us to grow in future?
I would say the same answer which I've already given, because how can you if you think that your brain will forget something that happened, that doesn't work that way. Like even if I had a fight with a friend last year that really hurt me, or I felt very betrayed, even if I pretend that हाँ वो तो हुआ ही नहीं था, and I start moving on with my life, it doesn't mean कि वो नहीं हुआ था. You are still going to that. If there's a magic wand that will erase it, give it to me. I would love to use that for myself, for my clients. But that doesn't exist. That's not how our brain works. But over time, जो उस चीज का impact है, वो firstly a bodily impact भी कम हो जाएगा. But also अगर आप किसी चीज के बारे में सोच रहे हो, you've gone through something and you have noticed that has changed you. Like now maybe you don't trust people the same way. Now maybe you act differently in your life. तो ये सब चीजें जो आप notice कर रहे हो अपने बारे में कि जो change हो रही हैं, these you cannot, until you let that go, these can't change. And letting go doesn't mean that you forgive this person. Letting go doesn't mean कि you have suppressed this. Letting go would mean that you actually allow yourself to sit through that feeling of betrayal. आप journal कर सकते हो उसके बारे में अगर आपको therapy नहीं जाना है. But you can sit with yourself for 10 minutes and actually tell yourself, oh shit, मेरे साथ ये हुआ है, and that was really bad, that was horrible, and it's okay. I guarantee you, कोई भी toughest से toughest feeling more than 3 minutes आपकी body में नहीं टिकता है. It comes and it goes. The issue happens कि वो जब आ रहा हो, हमने उसका wave stop कर दिया है, so then it gets stored in the body. It doesn't get digested in a way that it's supposed to. So if you really want to grow, you cannot grow until you have survived. If you are still stuck in survival, आप grow नहीं करोगे. If you really want to grow, you have to face the tougher things in life that you have tried to bury, that you have tried to suppress. If you don't address them, you will grow still, you can, but it's not going to be the way you want, and it will not feel what you are wanting to feel, because in that case you are still just coping. Like, that is still a reaction to what happened. That's not actual growth.
Correct. And last one, what is society's convention dictates men to hide their emotion and how to make them understood? Stay strong, don't cry, all these things. लेकिन आज के ज़माने में ऐसा हम देखते हैं, like you told statistics, that more men commit suicide, and so a lot of things are there. So how to make them feel understood?
Well, what is the societal, concept that ruins it for everyone is patriarchy. I know this is a term that people don't like. Every time I make a video about men's mental health and talk about how patriarchy is impacting it, I'll get so many like anti-feminist comments. But in reality, patriarchy has ruined it not just for women, but for men and all other genders. Because that is not just putting women in one role, it's also putting men in one role. And humans are not designed to do that one specific role जो लोग कहते हैं उनको करना है. Patriarchy tells men you have to provide for women, or you have to provide for other people, you have to take care of your family, you have to be the one who goes out to work and who does this and that. That's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. That same patriarchy teaches you to be uncomfortable if a woman is making the same amount of money or more and helping out, right? So you need it to build a home that you like, but then you also won't be comfortable with it. फिर आपका ego इसके अंदर चला जाता है. So again, it's not this system. It's not men versus women. It is changing a lot, and I really want to give it up for a lot of the men who are actively trying to change it. I know a lot of the times, like, there's many men who are very anti this, so they get a lot of press, but there's so many men out there who have actually made it so much safer for other men. So I do want to appreciate that. One of them is you, right? You're having this conversation. Most of your following is men, and most of your following is men who are serving the country. So it's like the most that idea of masculinity, it's a lot for somebody to shake off. But I really want men to be talking about how it's okay for other men to explore outside of that. It's okay for you to provide and to be vulnerable. दोनों चीजें साथ में exist कर सकती हैं. Everybody has masculine parts of themselves, feminine parts of themselves. Everybody does. So I think that is the biggest concept that is ruining it. Like, men's mental health, the biggest barrier in that is patriarchy. Um, how to make men feel understood? Same thing. You have to speak. You have to say. I know men can be very uncomfortable sometimes if you tell them, "Hey, I'm here for you." They'll be like, "Yeah, okay, why?" But tell them it's okay. The person who needs it one day will remember that, and they will come to you, or they'll try to show it to you in different ways. I would also tell people that, ask the person how they want to be supported, because maybe someone is not ready for you to support them. Doesn't mean they don't need you. Also, a lot of the times women think that the way they like to be supported is the same way that men want to be supported. Again, we're doing our best, of course, but आप कई बार men से पूछ सकते हो कि I want to help you, I can see something's going on with you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but you tell me what I can do to make it an easier experience, right? आप अपनी तरह से जैसे भी बोलना चाहते हो बोलो. I will say, how do you make men feel understood? Parents really need to start talking to that little boy when the little boy is little. So right from then, if he is created a safe space among, like, with his family, a lot of the time men find a safe space with mom, but also with dad, because again, we need more men in this movement to make other men feel safe. I think men already know that, yeah, women will need to feel safe to a certain extent, but it's men who need to actually make men feel more understood, so they also open up more. Yeah, so I would say that's a very, very good way you can make yourself feel understood. Also, social media is such a big impact, but you also have so much power over your social media. So if you are following accounts, or if your algorithm is telling you men need to be a certain way, men need to do this, men need to do that, subconsciously you are going to start imbibing that. You have the power to change your algorithm. Follow people. There's so many people who are talking the opposite things, right? So they are actually advocating for men being vulnerable. There's there's so many people, like now it's becoming so much more mainstream. Like say Via Yuva is a good channel where men go on, like famous men will go on and talk about the struggles, talk about like their relationship with parents and stuff. You can actually follow stuff that doesn't make you feel horrible, and you have power to do that. So change your experience of social media because that's impacting you. And yeah, just I think try to make it a safer place for anyone. Don't worry about the wrong thing. Like don't worry about saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. I think your intention matters. Like अगर किसी ने कोई आपको गलत वे में support किया, I think you still know कि this person is trying to support me, चाहे उसने गलत चीज़ ही बोली. So when you are more calmer, you can go back. So yeah, I hope that helps.
Yeah, that helps. And I think बहुत सारे questions हमने पिकअप किया इस सेशन में. एंड जो एक सेशन का जो जिस्ट है, मैं यही निकाल सकता हूँ कि अगर कोई को कोई प्रॉब्लम है, वी नीड टू ओपन अप विद आवर प्रॉब्लम्स एंड शेयर इट विद आवर लव्ड वंस एंड कलीग्स, फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली मेंबर्स. देन ओनली सॉल्यूशन कैन बी फाउंड फॉर दैट प्रॉब्लम, राइट? सो अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है, कोई समवन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम एनीथिंग, तो बिना शेयर किए nobody will come to know कि हाँ किस प्रॉब्लम से कोई जूझ रहा है. So the thing is, we need to open up with a problem. We need to share the things and make this world a better place, so that all these things which are happening, suicide cases, anxiety, depression, these things will not take place, and everyone lives safely and happily in this world. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. And it was a very fruitful session, and probably this was one of the best sessions I have done, and hope it helps the people, because आज का जो बहुत ही major challenge है, major problem we can say is the mental health, जो बहुत सारे लोग सफर कर रहे हैं. And I hope this session will help them achieve great things in coming years in life. So thank you so much once again for your time.
Thank you. That is so nice of you to say. And also, like, thanks for having me, because we need to, even if these conversations sound cringe to a lot of people or sound like, they are being repeated again and again, they need to be repeated again and again. They reach a lot of people. So, you're doing really great work to make that happen. And the biggest thing we can change, whatever is going on, is if in today's date anybody wants to become a parent, especially dads and moms, you have the biggest chance, like the closest chance to break intergenerational cycles. Because ये सब जितने भी societal issues हैं, ये आज नहीं पैदा हुए, बहुत टाइम से आ रहे हैं. अगर आप अपने घर में patterns करोगे, you are actually you're literally changing the future. You're changing the future of how your kid is going to talk to you, how your kid experiences shame, guilt, how, like, let's say if you have a son, we're talking about men's mental health. So if you have a son, how he's going to understand his own self and his emotions really depends on you. So any new parent, I think, equip yourself. That's the fastest, easiest way for you to really make a change to the future of this world. So thank you for having this conversation and having me. I had a really good time chatting with you. And yeah, I also want to share that our Center for Self-Discovery is training. We're training a lot of psychologists in India now to follow international ethics. And after they do this course, they are listed on a separate directory. And that directory, again, people can go to the link in my bio. So if they pick a therapist from that directory, they can be rest assured. These people have all of these therapists are going to keep their information very safe. They have been trained to deal with the ethical issues that they are sessions में. They aren't going to call up your family to that. They aren't, like, they will explain to you your life in the session. They care about their relationship with you, because in therapy, the relationship does most of it. Even though, yes, qualifications are amazing, but the relationship needs to be safe. That's the directory that we are forming of ethical therapists that have done this course, who've trained to, add that to their skills. And I think that's going to also help us step in the right direction to take this whole field of mental health forward.
Correct, ma'am. And our best wishes are always with you. And keep doing the great work and making this world a better place to live. Thank you so much.
Thank you.